All right, good morning, y'all. It's finally cold. It's it's in the upper 20s. I think it's 27. About an hour ago when I looked on my phone. But anyway, we got out this morning and got us some fresh bait. There's some pretty good ones in there. I'll make a couple baits out of all those. Not a lot of them, but I think that's plenty to catch us some messy fish. And I also have a little package of garlic chicken I'm going to use, but I'm just going to sit right here. I got my truck facing my rods. I'm probably just going to sit here in my truck seat with my door open, and just mainly to stay out of the wind, because it's not too bad out here. The sun's supposed to come out. It's just that breeze hitting me, but other than that, it's not terrible. I'm layered up good. But anyway, got rod holders in already, and it is a little choppy out here, but like I said, it's supposed to be clear today. Sun will be up in a little bit, and it's supposed to warm up to about 45 today, I think, so not too bad. But all right, let's get some bait on the hook and get it out there. All right, I will be saving tails. I usually do save the tails. I got plenty of bait. I got 9 or 10 of them about that size, plus I got that chicken, so yeah, I'll have plenty of bait to catch all I want to catch. There's 4. I'm gonna put out 5 rods. I'll put chicken on 1 or 2 of them. But all right, let's get this one out. I got them other ones up there in the rod holders just so I could set my tripod camera up and make sure it was pointed in the right spot. Those ain't baited out yet. Let's go with the headpiece on this one. And yeah, wrapped it on the end of the rod there. All right, I got a little mix here, Carolina rig, and I've got Kentucky rig on a couple. Both rigs will catch fish. I just like to change things up sometimes just for fun. But all right, let's get this out here. Oh, right there. Okay. That was a fish come up to the top of the water right there. I'm not seeing a lot of birds, not seeing a lot of shad, but it's pretty choppy out there, pretty windy. I see some birds out flying around, but kind of hard to see shad flipping out there when the water's like this. Alrighty, got that one in the old rod holder. All right, let's get a little piece of bait on this dude. All right, let's put a piece of chicken on here. Been using chicken a little bit more lately. I like it. It catches fish. The last time I was out here, I think the only fish I caught was a decent one, and it come on a piece of garlic chicken I had out there. I just cut it up, sprinkled some garlic on it. I did about 3 bags like this out of 1 chicken breast, and I just put them in my freezer, and I'll grab one in the morning. If bait's rough that day, well, I'll have that. But all right, only thing I don't really like about it's a little ones seem to pick it off pretty easy, but it's not just real bad. All right, get that one out there. Okay, y'all. All right, y'all, I got 3 more to put out. I'm gonna put chicken on probably that other yellow rod, just so y'all can help keep up with it. Be chicken on this little black flex rod, and chicken on that yellow rod there with the red handle. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of this bait in, y'all. Alright, y'all, 5 pieces of bait out there. Got a couple pieces of chicken, rest is shad. I'm gonna crawl up in the truck here and get out of this wind. My face is starting to freeze. All right, let's see how we do. Oh, come on. Starting off rough. Well, I got some lines, got some slime. He just didn't get it good. That hook's fine. Still got my bait, that's a plus. But I haven't had bait in the water, not even 10 minutes yet, and that's the most aggressive bite, but that's like the third nibbler, I guess you'd say I had. So there's some fish out there. I don't know how big they are. Hopefully they're bigger than what they seem to be right now. But I'm gonna put this back out there. Yeah, that didn't take too long. I missed one a while ago over here that did the same thing, just took it down. That happens sometimes. I might keep a few today. I don't want to go home and clean a lot. I clean my fish outside. I know I see on groups and things like that, a lot of people can't clean their fish in the house. That seems crazy to me. But it probably seemed crazy to some people that I'm cleaning them outside when it's 30 degrees or below. I think it's kind of crazy myself. All right, well, yeah, we'll keep this guy. I'd like for him to be a little bit bigger, but you know, and as cold as it is, I'm probably just gonna throw him in the back of my truck. I don't know. I may put some water in my bucket and do it like that. But all right, y'all, first little eater. I'd like for him to be a little bit bigger. I only want to take home 2 or 3, but I don't know. I'm gonna throw him in the bucket and we'll see what we gather up after this. But, all right, I'm gonna get that bait back in there. This one's on there. I was in the truck warming my hands up after that last fish, and as I was walking up, one hit this rod. And that line was slack when I put this bait back out. And I tightened it up. Fish might have got on there and hooked itself while I was paying attention to that other fish. It's about the same size, feels like. Man, I wish I'd like to take home a couple, about 7 or 8 pounds. Yeah, I got me a tri-tip I'm gonna put on the grill this evening. I thought grilling some catfish would be good too. Yeah, he's all right. Oh, he's kind of skinny, ain't he? He's all right though. But all right, y'all. Here's this guy. He's kind of skinny, ain't he? Funny looking to me. But all right, I'm gonna throw him in the bucket. All right. Man, I gotta tell y'all what saved my hands this morning catching bait. A good pair of water resistant or waterproof insulated, if you can get them, is better, but just keeping your hands dry. I forgot that I had them in my glove box. Man, my hands were freezing, so I sat in the truck for a little bit, warm my hands up, and I remembered I had these in my little glove box over there. But yeah, don't get the ones where the fingers remove. I made that mistake a few years ago. Somebody had sent me a pair, and I thought, man, these will be great to catch bait, not thinking that where the fingers remove, you know, that split, when you're handling your net, water's going to seep in there, and that inside is going to get wet. So anyway, most of you's probably smarter than me and is going to think of that as soon as you see them. But yeah, don't get the ones with the fingers that pull back or pull off. Get solid, sealed, waterproof gloves, insulated if you can get them. But yeah, these almost saved the trip this morning after I was catching bait for a little while. I was starting to wonder if it was even worth it. But all right, little fish, just big enough to eat, but we'll probably catch a few. While I'm sitting here talking, another rod got hit, but it wasn't nothing serious. But all right, let's see if we can get us another one or two. Well, a little update. It's been about an hour since we caught those two fish, and we caught them real close together. But I was going to move. I'd reeled in the small rod. I let my fish go because I really wanted a couple of fish bigger than that, and was hoping to go find them somewhere else. But the only thing that had bait left on it when I went to reel in my rods was this one, and it had and it was hung up. So you need bait to catch fish. I didn't think anything had really tampered with anything enough to get my bait, but apparently it did. So I've rebaited everything, and we're going to sit here. I didn't put that other rod back out, but we're going to give it another 30 minutes to see what happens. Is it hung up? Feels hung up. Oh no. Yeah, it's wrapped around something. It feels like. I'm just gonna set it here. I pulled my rod holder out of the ground. Just gonna set it here for a minute, I guess. Wow, are you still there? I think he's coming to me. Yeah, we got him. Oh. Yeah, this is a little better. I got one hung up over there. I'm waiting. I hope it gets me out. It took it down really well, but so did this fish. It ain't no giant. It's better than what we was getting though. So I'll get my bucket back out. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, if I can get a hold of that leader. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right, y'all, this is a little better quality eater here. All right, I'm going to get my bucket back out and throw him in it. All right, well, this guy has pulled all the slack out of the line. I don't know. I thought he did anyway. It still feels like there's a fish on there, but I still feel hung up or wrapped up. There it went. Well, apparently whatever it is, it had some sort of edge on it, because I wasn't pulling that hard. But, all right. That's twice over there. There's some stuff over there. And, that's where they like to be, is around that stuff. Sometimes you got to risk getting hung up to get them. But, all right. I'm gonna tie me a new rig on and put it back over there in that stuff. Well, I was gonna rig that rod back up, but I did something really dumb. I took my little tackle bag in the house the other day, and I tied up some new rigs while I sat there and watched TV, and I left it in there. So I have no hooks. I have weights, no swivels. My little tool tray in my toolbox is pretty much a tackle tray, but it's just got like bobbers, weights, not hooks. Not hooks. So yeah, I'm out here with no extra tackle. I got this other rod I can put out, and I may do that, but I think with the bait stillers and the hang up, I think I'm fine with 30 rods. But, yeah, usually there's hooks laying in that tray, but I cleaned it out the other day, and all the hooks that were laying in there are usually hooks that I cut off that are damaged or I think are dull. So, I mean, I would have went ahead and used one and gave it a try, but I cleaned them all out the other day and threw them away. So, oh well, boy, we'll fish with 30 rods. That's plenty. Got him. Little rascal. Boy, that wind is getting it, y'all. I don't like it. That sun's out. It'd be a lot nicer out here if that wind would quit, but that's Oklahoma for you. Well, there's number 4. Sure wish he was bigger, but I'm gonna throw him in a bucket just in case. I let them two go earlier because I thought I was moving and was hoping to find some bigger ones. But the one I caught a while ago was quite a bit bigger. He's a good one. If I catch one a little bit bigger, I'll throw this one back and keep the bigger one. Looky here. Now get in that rod holder. That rod there looked like it was bouncing. Oh well. There he is, y'all. Throw him in the bucket. I didn't see nothing hit this, but I was sitting there looking at it and I just saw my line go slack. Something might have just picked it up and started swimming this way. That's what it seems like. He's still coming too. There he is. There he is. We caught up to him. Yeah, this one is gonna go in my bucket. I'll throw that other one back. I think he's a little bit bigger. And that'll probably be it for keeping. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. Maybe. Get up here. Yeah. All right. Yep, that'll be all the fish I want to mess with today. It's cold. Yeah, I ain't out here very long at all. My fingers start hurting, but I keep losing my gloves, so I don't know where I keep putting them. All right, I'm gonna get a fresh piece of bait on here. Got this one. I come walking up here and both these white rods were bouncing. But there's been a lot of that this morning. Come on in here. Yeah, they're all about the same size, except that one. He was a little bit bigger than the rest. Nothing really impressive, but good eaters. But I got all I want over there to for the cleaning. We'll go ahead and let him go. Catch you next time, buddy. Alrighty, get in there. He's on there. I was back there picking some things up. Bored, just piddling. All right. Get up here. He's wrapped up a little bit. I thought he was a little bit bigger than that. Oh, look at that rod. He's run plumb over into my other line, I think. Oh, shoot. Not a monster fish, but a hungry fish, apparently. I know that other one, he's a little bit bigger than the morning average. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him in the bucket. And this one probably too, while I'm at it. What is this? This will be fish number 8, I think, this morning. So it's been pretty good morning. Yeah, doubled up. All right, y'all. Well, not a bad double. I'm gonna go ahead and throw both of these in my bucket. I mean, I'm gonna get my fillet knife dirty anyway, and these are pretty good size, good eating size. So, all right, in the bucket. All right, y'all. Well, I've had my fill this morning. I've sat here and caught 7 or 8 fish, drank a bunch of coffee, and I got me a bucket full of catfish here to clean. There's 4 in there that I'm gonna take home and clean them up and probably cook them this evening. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope y'all enjoy the video. If so, hit that thumbs up button for me. Y'all want to see more, hit subscribe. Thank y'all.